Welcome back, everybody, to another Pushing the Pace podcast with myself, as always, Elias. I'm joined by my co host, Samuel. Today, we have a very fun, interesting episode to talk about All Star Weekend, the All Star Game, some KD Twitter shenanigans, and all that. This Sunday, this All Star Game, a lot of people weren't looking forward to it. I can't lie, I wasn't, very excited for the game per se. The format seemed weird, and then today all of a sudden there was a one-man blitz on KD in the Twitterverse, which led to a leaking of a supposed group chat with him. But first we'll talk about the game before we get to the rumors and all that. But yeah, the All-Star Game format this year, I can't lie, I didn't know what it was until the game started, and then they explained it on TV. I had no idea what it was. We were talking about international players. We were talking about Team USA. We had two Team USAs. We got a guy like Giannis getting injured and his injury replacement being somebody in the West, or like it just didn't make any sense. Like, why do we have East-West voting if it's going to be international versus Team USA? All that to say, the game format was actually pretty fun. It was fun because it basically, every game was just the fourth quarter. It was one quarter and that was it. So basically it was three teams, the world team, two USA teams, and each team played each other one time for 12 minutes. And then the two winners, or the winners plus the point differential, played in the last game. We got some crazy matches. We got a Kawhi Leonard blitz as
Man,
well.
man,
That was ridiculous. 31 points
out of
in
48,
31 points out of 48 in 12 minutes by Kawhi.
he was
Absolutely
levitating
ridiculous.
out there.
Yeah. And it ended up in a championship game where it seemed like the OGs, the old men, did not have their legs out there, unfortunately. But yeah, what did you think about this All-Star game, Sam?
Hey,
Because
man, it was like, again, there was just no I didn't care to. We run a basketball podcast and all, and I know maybe it's unprofessional, but I didn't care to know what format it was. I obviously knew who were going to be all stars along the way and all, but that was all it is. Like, I didn't care. I didn't even know there was a format. I just knew, okay, we're having the world versus international. I didn't even know how it was going and all. But the fact of the matter is, this tweet sums it up for you. Says all it takes is just one or two tryhards, bring back the original format instead of this tournament stuff, and we straight. The fact of the matter is, format or no format, it's about the crackheads you have on the team. And the number one crackhead we saw today was Wembayama. And from the first tip, and guess who we matched that energy was Ant trying to win the jump ball over him, which makes no sense, but that's the fact. It's the All-Star break. If we're not trying to like spur on some kind of competition, like, oh, I want to win this jump ball over Wemby who is 7'6" and I'm 6'5", that is how it starts. And Wemby went straight to the gulag, and he legit was just like, oh, you guys are going to have to play hard because the way I'm playing, I'm blocking all your shit. I am going to dunk on you. I am taking every shot. And it was like, oh, bet. I'm going to do that too. Then before you know it, Scotty Barnes came in, matched that energy. Before you know it, Jalen Johnson came in, matched that energy. Um, uh, what's the other guy on Team World that was playing well? Someone else was playing well on Team World.
Yeah, it wasn't Jamal Murray, that's for sure.
It wasn't Jamal, no. And it wasn't
Who
Luka.
else?
It wasn't Luka and Jokic.
You know
Those
what?
two,
Yeah, those
those
two,
two,
they're right
those are
about.
they're the worst All-Star player games in the history of the sports, man. But either
Literally.
way, they were also injured, so I'll give them that for this time. But the fact of the matter is, it was just awesome, man. It was just like, it was an awesome Maxi was playing really well too,
Yeah,
and all.
he was.
It was just an awesome, like, it was an great game from like minute one. Typically, even when we've had the best All-Star games in the 2020s, remember that one where everyone was standing up? It got
Yeah, I think
to
the Chicago 2020
it
game,
got
yeah.
to the last 3 minutes or 5 minutes, then everybody started playing. Like, this game, there was no like bombing threes, open dunks. There was none of that. It was like, we're picking you up sometimes like people were picking people up half court. Look at Kawhi ripping
Yeah.
people off the ball. It was just
Getting steals off of inbounds. You can't just inbound
yeah,
the ball
you can't just
thinking it's gonna
inbound the
be
ball.
safe.
Yeah,
Like,
I
yeah,
was like pleasantly surprised, and I think we all deserve that as NBA fans for a week that's just been complete bashing of the sport and everything.
yeah.
That was beautiful, man. That was
Yeah, that's
beautiful.
that's true. It has been a very weird week in the NBA sphere. It feels like I heard some people say like as soon as Super Bowl is over, everybody's looking around and they look at the NBA, and of course the Jazz decide to do their sitting of Jaren
Oh
Jackson
boy.
and Laurie in the fourth quarter and all that, and then everybody is like everybody getting on the NBA as the worst
Mhm.
league ever, this and that. I appreciated the players, the All Star game whatever format, the Elam ending, this round robin type of thing, East, West, International USA. It's about the players trying and wanting to win and putting some sort of like competitive energy out there.
Yep.
And I do
Yep.
really appreciate Anthony Edwards there at the end. He was the All Star MVP. He said it out loud, like in the microphone, like, hey, it was Wembenyama from the
It was
very
Wemby.
beginning
It
who
was
brought that
Wemby.
energy. And I think the way the energy is able to sustain is that it only is 12 minutes like for a full game, there even a normal NBA game, like there are dips in energy or like teams go on a run or whatever. When it's
Mhm.
only 12 minutes and you're subbed out and the other team gets to go on, like you want to go out there and, show something off. And I did
Yeah.
appreciate when I was watching, I was like, where are all the deep threes? Where are all like the crazy
Nah.
dunks and alley oops?
Nah. And we had
That what you expect.
two buzzer beater winners. Like
Yeah, it
winners.
was
Yeah.
it was
Right?
still very entertaining. Like,
Right?
yeah, it was very
And
close.
even though
Scotty Barnes got that game winner.
even though the blowouts happened at the last game, it was
Yeah,
also a case of the momentum was already set. Like it wasn't a case of, oh, they just lost their legs and the young guys kept their foot on the gas, like
yeah,
pressed it. And for Wemby, we can have discussions and discuss over years and years about who's going to be face of the league and everything. But you know what? That's face of the league stuff. In a
yeah,
you remember when LeBron said after one of the games at the end of I think it was last season or 2 seasons ago where Bron was like the NBA was getting through a lot of small guy people were bashing the NBA and everything and the NFL ended and it was like oh the NFL can have this and have that and all this type of thing. But Christmas, it's out this thing. Just that little state, it's a reminder
hmm
of who that guy is. And Wemby just being who he is, and for a week that's just been complete bashing of the NBA, he was like, no, that's unacceptable. And
yeah,
if you want to, if you want a guy to elevate your product, the NBA, the commissioner's office, Adam Silver, all these guys, that's him.
hmm
Where did you we had the potential? That's him. That's the man that should represent everything your league is about because
yeah,
he cares. And if he cares, his team is going to care. If he cares, his organization is going to. We already know Spurs organization is amazing and all, but this was just a reminder of like
yeah,
it's not about discourses, it's about action. There's
hmm
talking and there's doing. And Wemby was phenomenal, man. Like just phenomenal. Like I appreciate a good try hard. I
yeah,
appreciate a good try hard. For a
yeah,
guy that also
absolutely.
that missed a year out of for injury too, right? He
hmm
didn't look like he was shooting every shot. He was blocking anything in his vicinity. People were scared to take layups. Tell me when last have we seen in an All-Star break that people are scared to take layups.
Yeah,
Like they were
yeah.
scared to
The
take
the
like
defense is usually just for show. Like it's not really trying
exactly.
hard, but they
They
know
were
that the stars know that you don't want to go like Wemby's not just gonna let you score around
yes,
the rim. He's still gonna
yes,
try no matter what. Like
yes.
Yeah. I there was an interview question. Somebody asked Wembanyama about being like the star or the face of the league or whatever, and he praised LeBron a little bit and said like LeBron, he would pick his brain about that, and I think that contracts kind of with even the other day, somebody asked Anthony Edwards, like, "Are you guys gonna try hard in the game?" And Ant was like, "Ah, we'll see. It is what it is, whatever, whatever." And then there was another question somebody asked him, I think today after the game, like about being the face of the league, and it's like, "Ah, if you guys want to crown me that, whatever, this and that." I appreciate the lack of nonchalance from a Wembenyama. Like he
Yeah.
wants this.
You
He
know see how
wants to be the
you know see how
best.
pissed he was about them missing a rotation for that Scotty Barnes play because Jalen Duran got the ball in the short row and
Yeah.
just give him the two. We've not lost the game. And they rotated. And Scotty would obviously Scotty is like the best option to shoot the three, but
Yeah, he
still
was wide open.
he was furious. Like he
Yeah.
was annoyed. And
Yeah.
that's it. You
Yeah.
can't
And
teach that. You can't tell that. You can't incentivize that with money.
mhm. Mhm.
You can't do like that. That
That's
is
just
it.
being like a competitor and wanting to
That is it.
win every game, no matter what it is. And I appreciate that because that's the type of energy you need to bring to the All Star game when it's, you know, basically just a game for fun, like a game where nobody's really trying that hard. You need to bring in a guy or you need to bring in that type of energy that, hey, I want
Yeah.
to win every game, no matter what it is, especially
Yeah.
one like this. It's just unfortunately he has thing one and thing two on his team that don't want to play in the All-Star game. Well, Luca
Hey,
was injured, but
hey, my guy is injured. My guy is injured.
he
But I do
was,
agree. I do agree. I don't even think that changes anything if he was not injured. As I've
yeah,
said, Luka and Jokic, I think also them two being on the same team, they need to
is
separate.
horrible.
You
No,
know
this
those
is
two.
this is exactly the reason why we cannot do NBA like world versus
Yes,
America
yes,
in the future. Like this was nice. We got the format. I
they,
think the format could be a thing going forward, but I
yes.
think like these guys can't be on the same team together. I completely
You
agree.
know why? One, you remember when you're in preschool or when you're in kindergarten or when you're in just elementary school and everything that you know if me and my guy are on the same group, we are going to just do nonsense. They are too close of friends and they don't
Hmm.
spend time with each other throughout the season. So when they see themselves in All-Star games, I can't even imagine how many beers they've had, those two. Like you can
Yeah.
those two are the kids that the teachers have to separate in the class. They cannot sit near each other. They cannot be in
Hmm.
the same group. They have to make sure that we separate them, put them on different ends of earth because they are two terrible examples to each other. And
Yeah.
those two being on the same team is just a no.
No, I definitely
Against
agree.
each other. You rather them compete against each other than give
True.
them any reason to be lackadaisical and stay
True.
with each other.
Definitely no. But I think that this format was it only takes like one time. Like I remember the Elim ending in 2020, people were like, "Oh, I don't get it. What's this?" And then everybody talks about that All-Star game ending like it was the best thing ever.
Yeah.
This one I think has potential for the future
It's not
just
the format
because
though. It's not the format. I don't think the format.
I think it does have something to play in it because the fact that it's like a 12-minute quarter and then you're playing somebody else, like somebody was just like a different group of all-stars were just watching you play and they saw how you guys were going down
Yeah.
and they're like, "Hey, we want to beat you." I think splitting it up like that versus a game where it's like you could
Four
be in the
quarters.
second quarter and there's 5 minutes left and you're just like throwing up shots. You're not going to maintain the fourth quarter energy that everybody wants, everybody expects
True.
in a
True.
full
No, no,
game.
no, no, no,
So
no. You have an
I
idea.
think splitting like that is an interesting idea. However, in like this year's case, the OGs, they didn't play the first game, but they played the next two and the last one. And with them being the old guys, I think we really saw that because
Uh,
they got like
they got
absolutely blitzed.
their breaks beaten off them. And
Yeah.
and, and Jalen Brown was also being a choker, especially that last game too.
Yeah, no, he was shooting it a bunch, and defensively, you could just tell like they did not want to play anymore. Like, so that might need something to get it. Might need to adjust that in the future. But yeah, overall, that was a fun game for the most part.
Yeah.
Some other all-star stuff. I know you didn't really get to see it, but the Saturday night wasn't that bad, I will say. The three-point contest was actually my favorite event of this year. We got it was Con Knipple first. He had 27 points in the
Seven. That
first
that
round
dude,
as the first
Steph,
guy.
Steph and Clay, watch your back.
It's going to be
What?
I hope that they play next year.
Because do you see what he is? He's like second in terms of threes in his
Con
rookie season.
Yeah,
He's second.
Con is right beside Donovan Mitchell in
He's
terms of
second.
threes made this season, which is ridiculous.
He's second. The one thing I've loved about Conconipo, the times I've seen with Charlotte, and Charlotte are the best watch in the league
Hmm.
by far,
Yeah.
not even close. The one thing I've seen him do, and I've seen it, is like there's nothing he does that I think he's a rookie. There's nothing like he runs to his spots like he's been running to that spot for 10 years. He
Yeah.
he is either he's popping, he's taking a short roll pass, he's sprinting to like the intention of what he's doing. You would think he's done this for 5 years, for 10 years. There's
Hmm.
nothing rookie about his game.
Yeah. And
And the
he
way
can
he
shoot the three from in any type of way, like
in
coming off the
any way.
screen, catch and shoot. He can
I
handle
never
the ball and make his own 3-point shot. Like
I never
it's
thought I would say it. Steph should watch out. Like, I'm sorry, he can get there. This is a guy that is going to be pulling up. This is a. Can you imagine we saying you're a rookie and I need you to shoot 10 3-pointers every game? Like you not shooting 10 3-pointers a game puts us in the deficit. Like you should shoot 10 3-pointers a
yeah,
game. He
yeah,
is phenomenal. I
yeah.
love Kunkunupo, man. Jesus Christ.
No,
The-
that's
the-
the crazy thing about Steph and like his impact is like he's obviously the best 3-point shooter and probably will
yes,
be for
yes.
all time, but he revolutionized the sport where people are playing like him in their first season, and he was not playing like
Like
himself in
he,
his
he
first
was-
2, 3, 4
exactly,
seasons. Like people
exactly.
are like just breaking the rookie record for threes made. Con is definitely going to get it this year. Keegan Murray had it the year before, a few years ago. Like the amount of threes people are shooting, I think eventually the list is just gonna be like Curry and then a bunch of people that debuted after Curry. Like it's gonna be hard to see how a
Yeah.
Reggie Miller
Yeah, no
or
one is
those.
ever going to be the best 3-point shooter in the sports. That's just it. But I'm saying
Yeah,
that totals, that totals of threes,
yeah.
Concunipo,
That
Concunipo, Concunipo is coming for that. I'm sorry. He's coming for that.
no, he
And
could definitely be
how
on
many
that
points?
list.
His first round, he had 27.
His first
Right?
round, he had 27.
Like,
Yeah, he was.
what kind of like a rookie on that stage? I know it's the All Star break again, but it's so many eyes on you. They've
Hmm.
been talking about you. You're one of the candidates for Rookie of the Year, and for you to just go round up 27,
Yeah, it was ridiculous. And
God,
then Donovan Mitchell had like 24 right afterwards, and then there was a few people who like didn't do as well. Then we had I believe it was Devin Booker. He got up there. I think he got near Con or like right under Con. And then we got Damian Lillard, who I don't know, when you saw that list, I
I
was
was
in
like,
shock.
who,
I was like, he's here. Just the fact that he's been with his Achilles tear just out. I didn't expect him at all to play. He had 30 in the first round,
bro?
and he ended up winning the competition. The top three were him,
Again, three
uh,
times,
him, Booker, and Khan. And then in the final round, Khan didn't do as well. Dame did like 28 or something like that.
and I had Booker missed the last three money balls.
Bro, it was ridiculous. Booker made his first 9 threes. He was at, let's say Dame was like 28. Booker was at like 26. He hit his first 2 money balls to get to 26, and then he missed his next 3. If he made one more of his last 3 shots, he would have tied, and 2 of his 3, he would have won. So somebody was like, don't tell Devin Booker is the NBA Finals and he has the last 3 shots and we're good. Because yeah, the
Man.
fact that he missed those last 3 were crazy. But that event was really fun. Then we had the other one, which is not like the skills competition. It was like people were like they were shooting from different parts of the court. Um, of course, the Scotty Barnes team had Drewski as the celebrity passer, where they have to pass the ball to the players, and on his like third throw, he chucks it over like into the crowd. Drewski does. It was ridiculous, but that one ended up being fun because the last shot where they shoot was like almost like logo range,
Mhm.
and the Knicks team or there was the team with Khan, Jalen Johnson, and Corey Maggette. Corey Maggette hit 3 of those like logo shots, and then in the last one, the Knicks and Brunson, the Knicks and Cat hit a bunch of those logo threes as well. So that event was pretty fun. And then I have no comments about the dunk contest.
Hey, I have comments on the don't comment. I love the guy, man. I love the Miami guy, man. There was so much
No,
energy.
yeah, no, I
Like
appreciated that. He brought energy.
I enjoyed the fact of I wanted to say this. I don't know, we're never going to try that. Hey, I love this guy. I really love you, but you're a loser and you're lame for your comments. This happened weeks ago.
Hmm.
VJ Edgecombe,
Mm,
the interview he had about the dunk context, and he was like, nah. I'm like, who the hell are you? Who the hell? Like, bro, you're like, I'm sorry, you're a rookie acting so big. This is a
yeah.
this is a day where Michael Jordan, the greats, took took some sort of ownership and understand that, man, I need to show up for the fans. And oh, you
Hmm.
are one of the best dunkers in the league, one of the most athletic guys, and they're asking you about the dunk contest, and you're like, nah, like as if you're bigger than them. I'm like, who are you? Like it really turned me off on
Yeah.
VJ Edgecombe. Like I'm like, what the hell is that? Like what kind of attitude is that? Bro, you just go here 5 minutes ago. You're not that important. You are genuinely not that important. Like if the world ends today, no one is going to remember VJ Edgecombe in terms of basketball history, right? That's
I
basketball
suppose.
history. So I'm
I
just like, but
suppose.
seeing the Miami guy there, apparently he was undrafted. He was even in the G League, and he was called on Foden. And just seeing him enjoy the moment, like he had great dunks too and everything, and he was
Yeah.
just dancing and he was having fun with the fans, and he was made it a moment. Like this is important. This is a big deal. And you have someone
Yeah.
like BJ come doing that crap. No, I was irate when I saw that. I was like, who the hell are you? Like, bro, what kind of attitude is that? Where do you even get that from? Like, how do you act so cool for something that like, no, you or the fans, like you're not bigger than the program here, bro.
Yeah.
And nah, I enjoyed the part of that Miami dude showing up and all. And even
Hmm.
Carter Bryant was really good. Carter
Yeah,
Bryant was
he had some
really good.
decent dunks.
He had
Yeah, I
some
think he had
decent
the
dunks.
best dunks for
You know
sure.
what's so funny?
Until the end.
You know what's so funny? Did you see the videos of McClung?
I saw like he was posting like what dunks I would have done at the contest, and it
That
was
dude
like,
would have
bro,
won again. He would
yeah,
have won again.
easily.
Did you see the one he
You
did? Did
he
you see
should
the
have
one
just come back, bro.
where he did like the pump, but the pump is him like taking his 2 feet up, so he uses the ball to touch his 2 toes and reverse slam. I'm like, he would. I'm like,
I did
this
not
dude
see
is a
that one. That sounds crazy.
this dude with a yeah, like he goes backwards, puts the ball, and it touches his 2 toes and
Damn.
reverse slams it. This
Yeah.
dude would have won a game. This dude would have won a game.
No, he definitely would have. I think the only way to solve the dunk contest is you really just need stars. Like at the end of the
Awesome.
day, nobody
Awesome.
wants to see Jackson Hayes. I don't know if you saw his first dunk. I don't know what he was trying to do. I think he messed up the timing, like running up, but then he decided to just go for it and just do a very basic, like
I was like, that's
running
ridiculous,
dunk.
bro.
Like just you could have reset. That didn't even count as an attempt. Like you could have just like I posted the GIF, you know, the one with LeBron where he's about to dunk, but
He's about to dunk and
he's like and then he grabs the ball. I'm like, you could have done that. That wouldn't have been an attempt, and you would have done it. Do the real one.
yeah.
And then, bro, Jace Richardson, bro, we almost saw him get concussed, or maybe he is
He is probably
on
concussed.
TV because that was a hard fall that he took.
He is probably
Um,
concussed.
yeah, I felt bad watching that because I see so many people. I don't know if you see the GD Factory guy, like with the edits and putting like the emojis on the screen and whatnot. Um, there was one with him like doing that and then landing down, and then they have like the laughing, crying emoji and the peace sign. And I'm like, man, that's so rough. You're trying to get this dunk
Oh
off, and
man.
now you're in this edit. Oh my goodness. But yeah, the dunk contest, I think the only way you can save something like that is to have stars in it. But so, it's like we're so nostalgic and selective with our memory for this stuff because there isn't a good dunk contest every year. It's like we have some good players, like some good dunks, like McClung or like obviously Aaron Gordon and Zach Levine and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, like a good dunk contest or whatever happens once in a blue moon, and it just is what it is. Like
I think compared to what our expectations were coming into this All Star break, I think it exceeded our expectations. I
the
think
dunk
it exceeded our
contest.
expectations. No, the All Star weekend.
Yeah, yeah. I think yeah, no, I think other than like the
The
dunk
expectations
contest,
were was
the
under the
weekend.
hell, was
Yeah,
under
yeah,
hell,
yeah,
bro. The the
yeah,
the the expectation, like the bar was below hell, bro. And I think they genuinely like exceeded that expectation.
yeah. I think it was definitely a lot better than I thought it would have been.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. I will say though, I mean, I wasn't there. I don't live in Los Angeles, but I did see so many people posting about how empty the Clippers arena looked and all that stuff. I don't know anything
Mhm.
about that, but I wouldn't be surprised if it got, people couldn't even afford to get in to an event like that, which just ends up,
Maybe people also didn't want to buy tickets.
yeah,
Like, why spend your
yeah,
money on a terrible product, right? Because it's been a terrible product,
yeah,
and
that's true.
as the All
That's
Star
true.
weekend and everything. So
But
why
I
would
am
we?
surprised that like a new arena like the Clippers one and in LA, it didn't
Yeah,
seem like it was the most packed event, not the most
yeah,
celebrities and all that. But
yeah.
yeah, I mean, honestly, rated a pretty decent All-Star weekend,
He
definitely
said like
compared to the
he got
past few.
like it was like the 3 point contest was amazing, as everyone has said. I think the dunk contest was not as bad. Like Captain Bryant and that dude showed up and all. And this All
Yeah,
Star, the last game and all, like they exceeded our expectations. So kudos to them. Kudos to
yeah,
them.
definitely. And now if we wanna talk about this supposed stuff that was happening, um right before the NBA All-Star Weekend, we got a one-man blitz by this guy,
He's an OKC fan. I know him. I follow him. Pranav
oh, he's an OKC fan?
Siraman. He's Indian, I believe.
Pravnev
Pranav.
Siraman.
He's an yeah.
He was posting first. This all started because he posted about some changes, people really criticizing Adam Silver in the past few days, especially with all the expectations of all stars and people just expecting it to suck and all that stuff. He posted about some trophies being changed and all that stuff,
Yeah.
which I kind of agree. Um, I don't really like the new
Yeah,
ones. It kind of started with like the NBA 75. I don't know if you remember that year. All the trophies were like just not a circle, a sphere, like, all the trophies were just spheres,
oh,
like, for the
yeah.
75 one,
Yeah,
and then ever
yeah.
since then, they've all been kinda just, like, something in this, like,
I feel
glass
it's almost
whatever
like the
thing.
trophy collection got AI'd in a way. Is it, they got
Yeah.
AI. Like the gold before was so like that's so golden, man.
Mhm.
This new crap they have is like some off-white gold and stuff. But yeah, you were saying.
Yeah, so he posted that, and then Kevin Durant replied, "Damn, you'll even hate the trophies?" And then he posted back, "Not as much as I hate your drone investments." And then Kevin Durant replies to that, "So you hate the trophies? My god, you guys are just miserable." And then he's like,
But
"Not the only thing I mentioned I hate." And then he got the gif of the lion in not the lion, the elephant
the
in the
elephant in
room
the room,
addressed
yeah.
me. He's like, "Why do you hate the trophy so much?" KD said. And then the original guy replied, "They look cheap and uncreative. There, I answered your question. Will you answer my question about Skydio, a drone company you invested in selling to the IDF, or will you stick by your brand deflecting and ducking?" Bro had 47,000 likes on that one compared
2.5
to
million views right now.
yeah, compared to KD's 1.3. Um yeah, on yeah, people have been saying that KD on Twitter will reply to anything except his apparent investments in this company that
And you know why I don't buy the fact that he doesn't know? You remember there's been clips and articles of, oh, how much investment KD has. Like how he's investing in this.
mhm,
Bro, you don't have kids. You don't have you definitely know you don't have a kid, you don't have a wife, you don't have a girlfriend. All you do is hoop. You definitely know where you're putting your money, bro. So we're not going to hear, oh, you didn't know this. No. I'm sure you knew what the hell
yeah.
you're doing. And you didn't answer that question. And that
the people have said how he's responded to anything and everything and replied to whoever on Twitter, but whenever people mention his apparent investments into drone companies, he deflects or just doesn't refuse to answer them, and that basically sparked
they call, they calling him.
um
You know what they're calling him now?
KDF.
Yeah. I love Twitter,
Oh
man.
man.
I love Twitter.
Oh
Look,
man.
can I play this for you? Can I play this for the pod?
Sure.
Listen, they said this. They said this is how. They said this is how KD is looking at his teammates right now. Oh, this is how KD. Wait, this is how KD describes his teammates. Look. Mental retard. So they put in the names.
Bro,
Let me
it's
show.
so bad.
Let me show this.
Oh, the Alex Jones clip.
The Alex Jones.
That's ridiculous.
Vampire. Really? Retard.
Oh my
Retard.
god.
Traitor. Next level.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
No, that's really crazy, bro. And then some other guy replied, I don't know. So apparently KD has a burner. Obviously nothing's confirmed, but people have been putting on.
KD can't even deny he has a burner because we know he has a burner.
Yeah, he has been exposed of having Twitter burner accounts in the past. This one though obviously has not been officially confirmed by anything that it's him. However, there are lots of interesting tidbits like the fact like there was a bunch of Twitter users in this group chat. There was apparently some people were saying his podcast co-host when he had a podcast was in that DM.
Oh my god.
The account that is the apparent burner account has like a cover photo or whatever. Is that what it is? Or a banner photo on Twitter. It's an owl, and it was formed in what, like October 2021 or 2022, something like that. And then people found that he posted that same exact picture like a month prior on his main account, the same picture of the owl, and then people were like, all right, that's very interesting.
I'm sorry,
that it
bro.
was
I've been laughing. Have you seen this one?
Oh, no, I definitely saw that one.
He said, I started holding Step accountable in film, and nigga look. I'm like, yes. Oh my god, he is so funny, man. Oh.
And yeah, there was a bunch of screenshots and basically, people joking the KDF files about this group chat in which it was him and a bunch of other Twitter users, and how he was talking a lot of bad things about his former teammates, current teammates, stuff like that. He can't trust Jabari to make a shot or a stop. Just don't give him a tech. And then he called him low key the R slur, which I don't want to say personally, but that is ridiculous. There are so many screenshots. You know, I've already seen people making a bunch of fake ones and all that stuff, jumping on that. This one guy that started posting all of them seems like the most legit, because maybe he was in the group chat. It seems like he must have been. But yeah, there's a lot of jokes.
Did you see the one where he says, I'm sorry, but this tweets are so funny. He says, sorry, I'll find it. He says, that's, I'm not going to say the first part. Kai really on his best behavior around the European, but treat his own people like we owe him something. You would have thought me and James shitting in this dude's cereal. Oh man,
Yeah.
I am 1000% sure this is Kevin Durant. He can't. He doesn't have a life outside. You know all the KD just cares about hoops. This is almost like proof of. Oh, the reason why we see him as like, he just cares about it because this guy is a weirdo. Remember when he talked about the fact that he can, when he's home, like he doesn't shower and bath. We can see what he's doing. Bro, in the All-Star weekend, you see him with his phone on the court?
No, that was really the funniest part about this, is because like this stuff was all blowing up like literally in the hour before the All-Star game, and then every single post that had Kevin Durant in it whether it was the Rockets or whatever, there was like 3 or 4 different pictures that I saw posted where
Yeah.
every single one, Kevin Durant was on his phone. He was on his phone, sleeping, replying, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
And I think one of the sad parts though, and someone was saying it like a week ago or something that, oh, how is it that happened? Well, yes, I know this guy. His name is Doc. I follow him on he's a Lakers fan. And I follow him on what do they call it? On Twitter. And he said something a week ago. What did he say? He said, when was the last time a KD team was just happy for a full season? I've always called KD out in terms of his leadership. I've always thought he's not been a good leader and all. But this is the most important part. They have chats of you saying Jabari Smith is a retard. They have chats of you saying he called Şengün a white cocaine triple double beer or something, triple double
I think
cocaine.
I think that was referring to Westbrook. I think he was talking about Westbrook. Yeah. Which that one is crazy. And that was almost like accurate though. Like Westbrook does have that energy.
But it's literally it's literally him. So that tweet was like, when was the last time a KD team was just happy for? Actually, it was 3 days ago. It wasn't even a week. 3 days ago. And then Kevin Durant replied to him and said, "This ain't life, bro. There's ups and downs." Then then the guy responds today, 6 hours ago, saying, assuming today is a down, brother, but keep your head up." No, now your teammates are going to see this. They are going
this is really the talk of the town on
Smith,
Twitter today.
Jabari Smith is someone that said how much he idolizes you, and you called him a retard, and you said certain names, and they're Şengün. And no matter how much they will try to work this in, it's already in the back of your mind. It's very conditional.
Yeah.
It's in the back of your mind. So anytime there's friction, this is the problem of having things like this. It's not like friction doesn't exist. What exists is there's a certain level of boundary that you cannot cross in terms of your respect for someone. And the moment that line is crossed, if you guys have to still keep accommodating each other or live in each other's space or work together, what happens is the next time there's friction, there's that
it's
reminder.
Gonna come back.
There's that reminder.
Yeah.
That is the problem. And in a team, you're trying to win a championship. You're going multiple rounds, series. There's going to be friction. There's going to be yelling. Yeah. And before you know it, guys are going to buy back, right? The reason why KD left Golden State was because German called him a certain word, and KD could never let that go. As a man, he could never let. So how is Jabari Smith, Şengün, even your teammates just seeing that, oh, this is how you're talking about us, you know?
Yeah.
That's
he said, at least Ben Simmons passes me the ball.
Yeah.
No, that is definitely ridiculous. It is sad, you know. We can idolize, you know, people idolize athletes and everything, and at the end of the day, you got to remember that a lot of these people are flawed. They are not to be looked up to as, you know, like the best of people. You can appreciate them as athletes, as skilled basketball players, but at the end of the day, especially when you get to a certain point in money wise, like you start investing. Apparently, sometimes you start investing in some bad things, in some morally bad things. Like a Stephen Curry would know a lot about that. He's been getting blitzed because people found out what he's been investing in relation to that country. Yes. And then as well, LeBron today, it was like almost like the KD stuff started right after that LeBron quote where somebody asked him about Israel and he gave I don't have the quote with me, but he gave a response.
What was the question? Because
I don't even know what the question was.
The answer sounded very like press conference answer, because they could have said
it's a very PR answer from him, but he did mention
it's a very customary LeBron answer. He's giving that answer. Yeah. You can find 20 interviews of LeBron saying that same thing. Like, I hope they've watched my career and I'm able to, like, It was literally like, so I was wondering, like, what was the context? What was this? Because I didn't really pay attention to that and everything.
I don't even know. I didn't see what the question was. I can only assume people were saying it was by an Israeli journalist that probably just asking, "What do you think about Israel?" And he gave a very PR answer. But then I believe he also mentioned something like s- I forgot exactly what it said, but something about how the good that they've done or something crazy like that, which is not great. Let me see if I can find it. Da, 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 da. Yeah, LeBron on Israel. Hopefully someday I can make it over there. Like I said, I've never been over there, but I've heard great things. You know, it's a very PR kind of answer to just say like, "Oh, I don't know anything," you know, whatever. That's a line where you just gotta say like, either don't answer that question, don't say you've heard great things over there, because as we know, like there aren't great
Oh
things
my god!
happening
Did you
over
did you see
there.
that? Did you see that place where he said, I wouldn't say Kai was competing with me, but that light skin and that triple double cocaine beer was. This is Kevin
Yeah.
Durant.
No, yeah, it's almost certainly Kevin Durant, but you know, at the end of the day, it's not confirmed fully. But no, the triple double cocaine bear, that one doesn't even feel like slander. That just seems like correct, like the energy that Westbrook has and everything. That just seems right. Um, but yeah, man, it's I love the Ben Simmons one. There's a lot
Bro,
of, you know, some funny stuff, but at the end of the day, all these guys, all these higher athletes can have some questionable beliefs or just aren't, you know, willing to say the morally right thing. You know, and they got their money in some unfortunate places.
did you see the guy that now tweeted about how KD was like flooding his DMs about when the Kendrick and Drake thing was going
Yeah,
on?
yeah, yeah. I saw that. That was also very weird. You
Bro,
know.
man, like we the signs were there. This idea, oh, he only cares about hoops. No, bro, like people have a life. But bro, you're ashy, you don't brush your hair, you said you don't take showers after 3 days at home. What are you doing? And I'm saying all now we can see this is not because Kenny cares so much about hoops. It's because he's a weirdo. It tells me how much you start texting like this kind of behavior. You can imagine when he starts texting women and they're giving him stuff. Let me like a woman is like, you can imagine how this guy is gonna be. And all I'm just saying that's
Yeah.
why the one of the most important thing Kendrick said it in his people say it, but Kendrick said in that euphoria said, you think the money and fame's going to like unlame you.
Hmm.
Money and fame never unlames anyone, man. It just intensifies your lameness and all.
Yeah.
So like it's
Or you
never
can
going to stay.
masquerade it a bit, or it's not as
Yeah,
obvious or
it's
anything
not
like that
like so
because
look at the richest man in the world, Elon Musk, right?
yeah.
How many of us wants to be that guy? As much like I would I love the money? I'm not saying I'm not going to love having that amount of money. I don't want to be him though. I
No,
don't want to be.
he has a lonely existence and a lonely life, and it's just
Yes.
a sad individual. I saw this tweet. Katie probably in his second group chat talking crap about everybody in the first group chat. That's ridiculous. But no, it's literally like a 36-year-old man talking in a group chat with a bunch of Twitter users, and he's just like talking bad about his teammates and all that. There are some funny ones. Um, this happened yesterday. Somebody asked him, Kevin Durant asked if he would give up Twitter or video games for the rest of his life. He said Twitter because they don't deserve to hear this god level like talk I'm giving to them. They're taking it for granted, which is just the funniest quote and
It's
thing
so
to
it,
happen
it's
right
so
before all of this. Like it's so ironic.
it's so like you're Kevin Durant. Like is that like like cringe, bro? Like it's just
Yeah,
cringe. It's just
yeah.
cringe, man. It's just cringe, bro. Like it's genuinely. I remember years ago when someone was like, and people made this point of like, why does KD respond to us so much and everything? And I think it was kind of a bad argument because you never want to say, oh, I'm this lowly person. Why are you as Kevin Durant talking to me? That's not how you should view life, right? But
Yeah.
you can agree that some of the closure into it is why, like some of his like he's really, really into it. He's really, really like.
Yeah, yeah, he really gets into it and like replies to people that don't even have like a big following or just people who at him and just like ask something and he just replies. He's just too online and yeah, the fact, I mean, maybe not the greatest teammate, and this definitely puts a whole another layer to, obviously we've known that he has burner accounts and all that stuff, but I mean if this is ever confirmed to be more true or like more evidence or whatever comes
Can
out
I tell
about it.
Can I tell you one podcast you need to watch about?
Yeah.
Listen to the. Go watch the mismatch when it drops this week. Chris Brennan
Mm.
and
Oh,
what's his name, Jalen Jacoby.
yeah, yeah.
They are going to have the best content outside of us. Second to
Of
us.
course. Of
Second
course.
to us about this KD stuff. I'm telling you, they are going to have the best content about. So I can't wait. I think they drop on Tuesday. I believe that's when they drop.
Hmm.
I can't wait to listen to them talk about this because this is going to be so much fun. I can't wait. What a night, man.
Yeah.
What a night.
No, yeah. This, that. And then like people were posting when he was on getting announced, whatever, like just his face when he was getting announced.
It's good.
He looked like everybody knows. It's like, yeah, he knows for sure. He knows so much since he was on the phone so much. But yeah, man, I mean, what a day. What a weekend. I'm so excited about when the NBA comes back this Thursday. Do you know what game is on the Thursday when we come back to the NBA? The Houston Rockets versus the Charlotte Hornets. That is going to be a
Why why
must-watch game.
why is Charlotte important in this?
Well, I mean, it's going to be the first game for the Rockets with all this KD stuff.
Okay.
And the Hornets already gave them belt to ass before the
Oh,
All-Star game. And this is a game like, I don't think the Hornets are going to be stopping this streak that they've been on just in terms of like this win streak. They've
yeah.
won 10 out of the last 11 games.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They beat the Rockets. This is going to be an important game for both the Rockets, I think, to start off the second half or the last half of the season well, and for
Yeah.
the Hornets to continue. And I just think it's going to be a fun, entertaining game. I'm very intrigued to see what the Rockets look like. I was
Yeah.
gonna say this last week, but I mean it didn't really come up. But I was getting to the point where I'm feeling like the Rockets, man, they're close to the pretenders tier. Like I don't really see them like that.
I've not.
After all
I've
this
not.
stuff,
So
I don't
sometimes
see them as a
we talk about
contender.
contenders, like expectation is your contenders. In my mind,
Yeah.
I didn't think they're winning. Like I didn't think they're winning. Like I didn't think they're going to like go all the way. I never thought that. They are contenders. They are
Mm-hmm.
one of the teams that have expectations to win. But even with Van Vliet or no Van Vliet, like I didn't see this team as going to win or something like that. Like I didn't see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I could say I definitely saw it with Fred as them being an interesting team. Him being out, Steven Adams being out, which is more huge than because their offense just looks like a mess sometimes
So
without
that's
a,
one thing,
a
right?
real
So
point
that's one thing,
guard.
right? If
Like,
Steven Adams being out completely ruins you guys just because you can't offensive rebound to death teams
yeah,
now again because was your offense good because your offense is good or was your offense good because you get 3 times the possession and that's kudos to you,
yeah,
right? But how
yeah,
many teams mostly trade possessions one of one, right? Offensive rebounds, as much as they're very important, are also going to be a very tiny subject or subsect. But they were offensive rebounding like 30% the time. That is
yeah,
insane. So
yeah.
now
They were at a historic pace.
your
That's for
offense is
sure.
really showing itself out and all. And I don't think Emil Doka is a really creative offensive coach
Mm-hmm.
and all. So yeah.
Yeah. And then again, looking forward to the rest of the season. Do you know who is the number one team in the league right now? It's officially the Detroit Pistons. They have a
Really?
better record
But
than the
OKC?
OKC Thunder. Yeah, because
When did this happen?
OKC lost their last game against Milwaukee, which I don't know if you know. Milwaukee looks pretty decent right now. I don't
Let's
know.
not talk about that.
Maybe Giannis is staying, but the
Dang, that is
Thunder.
crazy.
The Thunder went 5-5 in the last 10 games. They're 42-14, which is a 750%.
Yeah.
The Pistons are 40 and
40 and
13, which is
13.
755.
Yeah. Yeah, that's incredible.
So the Pistons are the number one team in the league right now, which is just crazy because literally 2 years ago they were on their massive losing streak.
Wait,
Also,
San Antonio's just 4 games behind OKC.
yeah, like it's very interesting because it's not I remember the 82-0 OKC Thunder. The dream was there, but
I
now
think one of the biggest things, remember we talked about it on past podcasts, as I said, and was I think Spurs removed the veil of fear from those guys. I think once those Spurs games were happening, like like people saw they could bleed. And from
yeah.
then on, it's like, okay, but check ball. Not like they're not still great and all,
hmm
but it's like check ball.
And I think like it is something to say like their record early in the season I don't think was particularly that difficult.
Yes, they were not
Um
playing. Their strength of schedule was one of the lowest in the league. Yes.
yeah, it was like they played the Hawks, the Kings, the Wizards early in the season. They had the Pelicans, they had the Clippers. The Clippers were bad then. They had the Kings, Grizzlies,
Yeah.
Lakers, Hornets, Pelicans, Kings, Jazz, Blazers. Um Yeah, so they had some pretty easy teams. But no, that I think that's very interesting, the fact that a lot of people haven't really mentioned that or talked about the fact that the Pistons are now the
The
number
Pistons are
one
now
team
number
in the
one
league.
team. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I didn't
and
even
then
notice.
on the Thursday, we also got Pistons Knicks, which I think that's going to be a really good game as well
Yeah.
because the playoff implications of that game.
Implications. And we have Nuggets
Um
Clippers, which is also a very good
Yeah,
game.
Nuggets, Clippers will be fun. Suns, Spurs will be fun too, I think. Bro, I'm actually so pissed. Kawhi Leonard is not going to be on a team good enough to make a run. Because the Kawhi that we saw in this All-Star game
Man,
tonight,
he
and the
was
Kawhi
like
that we've been seeing, in this season, this feels like one of
he's
his best
40,
seasons in a while.
he's 49, 38, and something like
Let me
Kawhi.
see. I'll pull up the
He was
stats right now.
he was levitating.
Yeah,
That's the word.
Kawhi this season 27.9 points, basically 28 points, 6.4 rebounds, 3.7 assists, 2.1 steals, um, in 32 minutes at 49%, 38% from three on 7 attempts, and 91% from the free
90%
throw
from
line.
future line. Yeah,
I
dude just
mean, this
levitated,
this
man.
is
Dude is incredible,
one of the best
unbreakable.
seasons from him so far. He had this game, I don't know if you got that game against the Rockets where he was actually abysmal in the first. He had 2 points and then 4 points going to the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter he had 19 points and the game winner against the
Yeah.
Rockets in that game. I'm just unfortunate. It makes sense like we've said with the Clippers point of view this team wasn't gonna compete. And I feel like at this point, Kawhi isn't gonna leave. Like he's just the type of guy who's like he wanted to come home, he wanted to be in LA. I don't see him leaving that. But man, I just wish he was on a team that was actually serious in terms of contending because
Mm-hmm.
if he wants, he could come home to his real home up north. We'll
He ain't,
accept him with open arms.
he ain't
We'll
coming
give you
back.
RJ Barrett,
He ain't coming back to
and you
Canada,
guys will
bro.
be
He ain't coming back to Canada, bro. Don't even expect that.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think so. All
Yeah.
right, well, I mean, unless there's anything else, I can't think of anything else. But this was a
Yes,
fun
sir.
weekend, a very interesting weekend for the NBA All-Star Weekend. KD, Twitter debacle. Thank you everybody for watching, liking, subscribing. We have been pushing the pace, myself, Elias, Samuel,
Yes,
and
sir.
yeah, keep on pushing the pace, everybody. Take
Keep on
care.
pushing the place. Have a good one. Have a good night, guys.